Grand Rising family, welcome to your weekend reading. I'm hoping this is going to be a quick one. I have to get ready for work. But let's go ahead and get started. I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, for donating to the channel, for sending decks, fam. Thank you so much. It really does help our community to grow. And for the message to reach more Aquarians so they can join our family. Please take only what resonates. We have here watching clouds. So you could be spending the weekend, Spirit said, to spend this weekend relaxing, lay back, rest and relax, resting. And not me. I'm going to be working all weekend and then packing. I'm still packing to move. But for you guys, I mean, I guess I can squeeze in some rest R&R during this weekend at some point. But this is just really guiding you to just really surrender this weekend and just practice some self-care. We have first light here, beginning a new cycle. This is like how I'm seeing the sunshine. When you wake up and you see the sunshine through the window, I'm seeing the sun come out there for you. Yeah, exactly. You're more relaxed, you're more peaceful, you're more in the flow, you're more surrendered, you're releasing control. You know that you are exactly where you need to be at this time, even if the path is not clear, right? You're following your intuition here, okay? And you are flowing, gliding, sliding into, I heard all those three words, into a new cycle there, okay? First light. So this weekend, if you could practice some self-care, spend some time in nature, on a hammock, reading a book, spend some time in the sun. You could, really benefit from that as well. So let's see what else. I'm gonna leave this first light. Is there anything else that wants to come out for Aquarius for this weekend? I picked this up in yesterday's reading with the Temperance card, feeling peaceful, feeling more safe, grounded, relaxed, enjoying yourself, being in playful energy. This is just watch and wait, feminine energy of receiving there. What else for Aquarius? Wise leader. So this is very much Aquarius energy. You being the leader, a beacon for others there will actually grace and gratitude, yes, seeing that all is possible can actually bring in a lot of abundance for you as well. Abundance is pouring into your life. When you continue to be in this really beautiful, happy, content, fulfilled energy of I have everything that I need. The abundant universe always provides, right? All of my needs are taken care of and provided for, feeling safe, feeling relaxed. When you feel grateful for, how far you've come, the lessons you've learned, the experiences you had, feeling really grateful for what you built, what you create, the life that created for yourself there. You experience more gratitude, more peace, more joy. When you're in more gratitude and you're in more poised, graceful energy, you experience more abundance, is what I meant to say. Abundance is pouring into your life at this time. You are a wise leader. This is you're in your purpose. You can relax and feel safe at this time. Love this energy. Beautiful energy for this weekend. Okay, you're feeling more abundant. You could be doing abundance affirmations and meditations. So this is you transmuting out of lack by staying in gratitude, doing your gratitude affirmations as well. Every single day you wake up, first light, you see the first light, you're thankful. Thank you, angels, for another day. Thank you for waking me up another day. Thank you for, the gifts, the blessings. I just put the deck with the tower there. All right, so let's see what else for Aquarius for this weekend. I want to try to make this quick so I can have time to do my morning rituals, my prayers, my affirmations, eating, getting ready, all that. Okay, keep seeing the tower nonstop every time I split the deck. So um, here comes divine intervention. Here comes, being placed in a new direction that's more authentic to you. With this wise leader, you're beacon for others. I feel like sometimes it's not a martyr energy or anything, but sometimes I feel like you get the towers, you get certain things that happens, in your life first. so you can experience it, learn from it, alchemize it so that you can teach and show others, lead, right? By example, being the change that you want to see. So I feel like, you know, Aquarius tends to be 10 steps ahead so of everyone. So it's like now you're feeling more safe, more confident to step out into the spotlight and guide others, okay, on their journey. That's what you're here for as an Aquarius, as a humanitarian. As I said, that as that this is what you're here for, to go first. There's the Fool card, being guided. All right. What else for Aquarius for this weekend? We have the King of Wands and the Two of Pentacles there. I don't know if this is your energy or someone else's energy just yet. I mean, with this wise leader, it could be you, okay? Because this is a card of leadership in your masculine energy. But it's contradicting because there is a good balance here with the Two of Pentacles of the masculine and the feminine, because I'm getting you resting and leading at the same time, showing people that it is, you know, don't feel guilty of resting, of taking time. We rest, we don't quit, right? Of taking a pause. Don't feel guilty for that. Releasing guilt when it comes to listening to your body and giving yourself what you need here, okay? The abundance is pouring into your life from every area of your life because of this gratitude coming out of lack energy that you're in, feeling light. Can I have one more, please, for Aquarius, angels, spirit guides? Justice, beautiful things. If that's what I feel like things are balancing out in your life. You're just letting the universe handle it, being true to yourself, being honest. Things are being made right. We have the Fool that came out sideways. This is his first light, beginning a new cycle. Right under the King of Wands, this could be you taking a leap of faith, taking action, or it could be somebody in your energy taking action towards you. What else? The Lovers. Okay, so this is a relationship, a connection that is up. It feels like it's up in the air right now. Okay. But things are going to land. They're going to land with the Justice card exactly where it's meant to land, exactly where it's meant to fall, right into place. Okay. Everything always works out exactly how it's meant to, and everything is right on time. Okay. So, and this is what I feel with this watching clouds, lay back and relax. This is the acceptance and surrender energy that you're in. I feel like you're just enjoying. There's people in this card. Lots of people. Feels like you're just enjoying the people in your life that are, you're grateful for them, for your support system. Okay, it's what I'm getting. So the Lovers is a choice right under the Two of Pentacles. So there's a choice, that 3 cards of choice. Justice, a decision, 3 cards of needing to make a decision. There's a decision that's pending right now. Okay, but it looks like somebody here, if this isn't you, is getting ready to take a leap of faith. Okay. Um, and this could be this new cycle that's starting. Let's get more. One more here for Aquarius. We have Gemini, Libra, Aries, and Aquarius already on the board. The Lovers is a very important connection that's very, we talked about it in yesterday's reading, that's spiritual, that's sent by the angels, that's divine, sacred, that is intense and powerful. It's considered the true love card. Real love is what I'm getting. It's karmic as well, with the Justice card being here. It's a soul contract. And then we have the Knight of Swords with the Devil. Okay, so somebody may have put you in a third-party situation here. Okay, or somebody in your friend group, somebody that you know may have played some games in your energy. So we have, it feels like to me that this Knight of Swords is looking a lot like Archangel Michael. With the shield and the sword, here I come to save the day. That's what I heard in my head. My goodness. It's Archangel Michael, right under justice here, making things, cutting cords, making things right. But again, there's some honest communication that took place. Maybe this came from you. And it's very instinctual. The Knight of Swords is very instinctual. Somebody wants to speak their truth. Somebody wants to talk. I don't know if this is you or somebody in your energy, but let's continue. Clarify the King of Wands. Let me see if this is you or somebody in your energy. This is a card of leadership, of taking control, taking action. Somebody that's very charming and charismatic, that's very assertive, confident, bold, very attractive energy there, magnetic as well. So I find the King of Wands, the same type of energy as the Queen of Wands. When in their highest vibration, they are go-getters, passionate about life, very creative, very spiritual even. They because Wands represents spirit, and that's what guides the King and Queen of Wands. They're led by that, okay? So by their solar plexus, fire energy. So somebody that has a lot of confidence as well, motivated, inspired. Tell me about this King of Wands. What's going on here for Aquarius' energy? It's like passion has ignited for this person, okay? And they're feeling inspired to go after something, to go after you maybe, or you're the one feeling inspired to, it's go time, it's action time. Clarify this King of Wands. Three of Wands, preparing to take action. Okay. Yep. Making another card of decision and karma there with Judgment, Scorpio energy. Preparing to take action. Here. Looking out, this is a card of expansion, and the Three of Wands, of growth. Looking out, threes represents that growth and expansion. Looking out towards the future here, making future plans, watching from a distance, okay? And it looks like somebody's making a decision here to come in and offer something solid towards you. Yeah, wow. This is all about a relationship moving towards they're watching. They're watching. This could be the secret admirer we've been picking up on. And preparing here. There's the Four of Wands. There's the Knight of Pentacles, the one they actually methodical, detailed, reliable, dependable, focused. Okay, this is the one cautious as well. This is the one that actually gets to the Ten of Pentacles. They're not as impulsive as the other knights, not as reckless, not as impulsive, not as rushing, not as that, distracted. This is somebody that's not distracted here. They're very focused on you, okay? Very focused on building something solid with you. They see you as a someone very valuable to invest in, a gem, a valuable gem. And they're in the process. This is a guidance from their higher self with the Judgment. But again, there is a need to release judgment, to release the past. So this is looking like a second chance. A new life for someone here, okay? I don't know if you could see that, but beautiful. This is the plan with the Three of Wands. That's why wait for this to come to you. It's coming to you. That's why rest, lay back, rest, and relax. It's coming to you. Clarify the Three of Wands with this King of Wands here. Wow, somebody here. There's the Tower that we kept seeing. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this reading today, but Spirit said, yes, do the reading. I'm looking for this deck. Look at the Tower with the Sun card. Somebody got some kind of clarity and a realization here, about you. And a revelation. Somebody was brought back to reality. They're seeing something really, really clearly here. And this is going to happen. It's going to be it feels like a revelation, a realization and clarity about you, and which is what's going to inspire this person to take a leap of faith here, okay, towards you. So there was some kind of I'm getting spiritual awakening. It was some kind of sudden epiphany or aha moment, a revelation, a crumbling of someone's belief system, an old way of seeing something, somebody was brought back down to reality, which is beautiful, which is what, you know, which what puts us on this new path here. I want to know about this, the liquid courage. You're getting ready to have the courage here to take a leap of faith towards you. I feel like this is somebody here. You may know this person already. They may be in your community, in your friend group. This may be somebody that may have sabotaged something with you. I don't feel like this is the person you walked away from. You know, sometimes you meet somebody and it doesn't, it's a, you don't really have a relationship with them. It's just like a false start, or somebody that may have been flirting with you or had their eye on you. Could be that as well. Somebody here that, you know, I'm seeing ghosted there at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is someone new. It's new love. It's going to happen sudden. For you guys, it could be even, you know, the second that you put yourself out there with the Three of Wands, for some of you guys, that you take action, then you take a leap of faith, you suddenly come into union. We have here the sun, summer, new light, first light as well, beginning a new cycle. I don't know why I keep hearing Leo energy, Leo season, Lion's Gate. But the sun also represents success, growth, abundance, okay? Healing, recovery, happiness, joy, right there. Joy expands, through gratitude, joy expands, okay? So we have two cards of growth, vitality, happiness, joy, abundance, expansion here. But it took a tower moment to push someone over the edge of the rug was pulled for someone here to actually see something very clearly. They're clear, okay, on who and what they want. And once the King of Wands, oh my God, there's a fly in here. Once the King of Wands is clear, that's what I'm not gonna. That's what you know, is the positive about me moving, because being on the first floor here, sometimes the flies are very close. Anyway, that's the thing about this King of Wands. Once they are certain and sure and clear, they don't sit back and let whatever that they desire, that they want, they go after what they want, slip away. So this is your match. If this is not you, this is also a leader, okay, in their community, perhaps. Can you give me one on this King of Wands, please? Relationship. Just saw relationship. Can I have one on this King of Wands? Clarify the King of Wands for Aquarius. I'm about to find out if this is you or not. You're about to be, this is like a shocking surprise for you, okay? You're about to be surprised. Tell me about this King of Wands. Divine timing. Perfect timing to take a leap. Waiting for, okay, I'm here. Waiting for the perfect timing. Tell me more about this King of Wands. Clarify this King of Wands. Third party. And I'm seeing that here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Third party. Okay, I'm looking at the word competition there. That's probably what came crumbling down. Okay. Is the interference. That's why divine timing was here, that was keeping someone from you, perhaps. Justice is here. For things are being made right. Things are being made fair. One more in this King of Wands. Somebody's turning their back. Oh, I just heard your turn. Somebody got a tower moment. You freed yourself from something here as well. You turned your back on lower vibrational energy, player energy, and you're taking a leap of faith in another direction. Could be that as well. For some of you guys, that's the Tower. Something ended, something came crumbling down. You're seeing something clearly and turning your back on a situation here. Place yourself where you go. Feel free to reverse the roles. This could be somebody doing that. So that's the Tower that someone's getting, and it really is inspiring someone here. Divine intervention. There's the Tower. There's the Tower. And that's that's what put you on this new cycle. You're like, I'm not settling for less. I'm looking out towards my future, towards the horizon there. Right? Tell me more about this. Wow, this is getting interesting. Tell me more about this King of Wands. I'm looking out towards the future. I'm looking out towards the horizon there. I made a choice. I made a decision. Serendipity. And it could also be, yeah, you've removed yourself from some kind of third party dynamic there, and you all of a sudden meet someone new. I'm getting a few storylines. Give me one more on this King of Wands, please, for Aquarius. Wedding in reverse. And family, fear. So, yeah, you're starting a new cycle here. I'm also getting with this, you are a beacon for others. If you have children, family, you're teaching them self-worth, you're teaching them self-respect, you're teaching them to healing from codependency, that you don't have to not to stay in situations where you are being abused or you're being cheated on or where you are unhappy and not settling for less than what you deserve. That's a huge, beautiful lesson to teach, self-worth, right? Your family wants to see you happy. There could be some fear around that, but the universe is showing you the light. First light is showing you the truth, is removing you from a situation. Okay. Some of you guys could be getting a divorce, and now you're planning, you're excited. Right here, the Fool, you're planning ahead, you're looking towards the future. There's the Justice card. This happened all of a sudden for some of you guys. The rug was pulled and you were placed in a new life, in a new direction, and now doors are opening, abundance is flowing into your life. Now you can finally breathe a sigh of relief and relax. If it's not you, this is somebody in your energy. Clarify wedding in reverse. With the Justice card here, could definitely be a divorce for some of you guys. Or someone here has gotten a divorce. Third party has been removed. Okay. Third party has been removed from the equation. That was interfering in this new cycle, in this new beginning. Clarify wedding in reverse. Fated meeting, yeah. So again, it feels like you're coming out of a situation, whether you were a part of a third party situation, that somebody was married and you're leaving it behind, or you were married, or the person you're with. Now there's freedom here to explore, okay? There's the storm. And now the sun is coming out after the storm. There's freedom to explore, meant to be, destiny, predetermined encounter. Okay? There's a fated meeting that you're asked to take a leap of faith about here. And that was the first storyline, that you're going to meet somebody suddenly, or one of the storylines that you're going to meet somebody suddenly, and it's going to bring in a lot of balance into your life, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. Tell me about this Fool. Clarify the Fool. There's a definite change. There's the storm. There's the tides. There's lightning. There's the clouds here. So you are experiencing, it feels like it's harmonious change, okay, in your relationship right now at this time. There's a relationship change. Clarify the Fool. Yeah, you're leaving something behind, that you're feeling light and feeling free. Your emotional freedom, no longer feeling sad, disappointment. You're letting go of the past. No longer feeling sad, no longer feeling victim consciousness, no longer feeling any kind of emotional loss. There's an emotional detachment from whatever situation that was no longer serving you. You're feeling, like you are flying high right now, feeling confident, feeling getting a lot of attention, being recognized, rewards, accolades. You have defeated some kind of challenge, you overcome some kind of obstacle and challenge. You won. This is a card of victory there. Yeah, you were brokenhearted. There was some kind of a breakthrough, emotional breakthrough, heart chakra opening and activation. Something hurt, but now you're free from it. You're no longer, and that's why now the universe is suddenly bringing you a fated meeting. Okay, predetermined encounter, predetermined destiny and encounter. So this is destined to happen. This storm was destined to happen to free you from a toxic attachment that you had with somebody that actually, lowered your vibration here. I'm seeing drugs and alcohol, obsession, addiction. Clarify. So this is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, two, Three of Pentacles, one more for the Two of Pentacles. So like I said, things are just going to be falling right into place here, okay? When it comes to work, your money, your work, this is compromise, collaboration, rebuilding, partnerships and alliances, people working, helping you out, Also recognition, going back and forth about this. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. Ten of Cups, beautiful. Like I said, groups, family dynamic, community, okay? Coming together. I'm getting you asking for help as well. Um, Everything is balancing out. You're going to get your Ten of Cups here, which is the rainbow that's coming in after the storm. Emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy, expand, joy, gratitude, grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy, expand. This is a lot of abundance here. Ten of Cups is a lot of abundance, emotional fulfillment and happiness here in your family, in your home. Okay, things are falling into place and balancing out because you decided, you made a choice to emotionally detach and disconnect from anything that's not growing, that's not abundant, that's not fulfilling to you, that doesn't bring peace, joy, and happiness into your life. And you're moving towards what does. The people, the community, the career, the friend group. Okay, this was a very powerful, important decision. And now you are in alignment with what you truly desire in your soul, in your heart. Clarify the Lovers. Yeah, it feels like you're extracted from a third party dynamic there. Or a third party was removed from the equation so that you can have this fated meeting with the person that you're meant to be with. That's going to bring in the 10 of, so this is fast to bring in this 10 of cups there. Feels like you're just gliding right into it. Clarify the Lovers, a choice. But things are being made right, where all you have to do is lie back, rest, and relax is coming to you. The Lovers, clarify. This is that competition, right? Here, the challenges, the obstacles, the inner conflict, outer conflict. This is what we have successfully overcame there with the Six of Wands. Give me one more on this Lovers. That's a lot. Yeah, so this connection was very important for you, okay? Would you know that? It was meant to crack you open here. There was a lot of investment in this connection, but it wasn't meant to, it feels like it wasn't meant to last. You were meant to learn what you needed to learn from this. And I feel like your intuition is guiding you in another direction with the Three of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I don't want this many, but I wanted to show you guys that your intuition is right about this connection. You're right, okay? And it feels like you really needed to, it feels like you learned whatever lesson you needed to learn here with the Five of Cups in reverse. You're not grieving this. You have no regrets, no shame, no guilt, no regrets, because you're seeing everything exactly for what it is. You have cleared this from your energy, which is why you're feeling light and free. You're seeing it for what it is with surrender and acceptance. And now you can take what you learned and guide others out of whatever dynamic situations that this is, addiction, trauma bond, karmic situations. Tell me about this Five of Wands. Situations that keeps you in survival, Five of Pentacles, right? Tell me about this Lovers for Aquarius, please. So again, you keep mastering the lesson. The Magician. Double Gemini here and Virgo as well. I don't want to jump off and say that this was, a manipulative type of situation, right? But I am going to say that this is a connection that defies explanation. Very magical, very powerful connection, okay? Give me one more on this Magician with the Gemini, with the Lovers here. This is something here that I heard meant to be, was manifested. I'm getting somebody here is trying to manifest you back or manifest you, period. Clarify this Magician. Trying to use all of their resources. Clarify the Magician. Six of Pentacles. One more. This is action, effort, equal give and take. But it can also be given to more than one person, especially with this Five of Wands here, being breadcrumbed, manipulated and breadcrumbed. Tell me about this Magician. Yeah, manipulated. I knew it. I didn't want to go there right away but it makes sense with this Five of Wands. Look, trying to keep you stuck. 10, 9, 8 of Wands there. Okay? Breadcrumbing you. But you freed yourself again. You made a decision. You know what you want. You want 10 of Cups. You want collaboration. Okay, balance. And you're not going to go round and round with anyone anymore. Yeah, this is all about freeing yourself. New cycle, taking the lead, going first. Now you can finally breathe, okay? And for some of you guys who broke free from a marriage that was extremely abusive and toxic and manipulative, master manipulator here. Because justice is here. So something wasn't fair, right, just, wasn't integral, And now all the abundance, now you can finally breathe a sigh of relief. All of the abundance is coming in for you. Again, fated meeting. You can meet somebody here that is going to rock your world, going to stop you in your tracks, that you're going to see and know right away with the Sun card that this is meant to be for me, right? You're going to feel so much energy with the Sun card, chi energy, life force energy, excitement, happiness when you meet this person, this other person, this new person. Clarify justice. Yeah, like I said, the survival energy that you weren't treated fair, you weren't treated right. Okay, Five of Pentacles. Your needs weren't met. You constantly felt lack, abandoned, rejected, out in the cold in this situation. Okay, um, like a beggar. I just heard. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone. Ask for the simplest, minor, uh, bare minimum. That's ridiculous. You are an emperor, empress. Okay, so being treated like this, like ghosted, abandoned, rejected, neglected, having to ask for people here not following through, not keeping their word, okay, not operating from a place of integrity. Um, everything is balancing out. Everything is coming, falling into place like it's meant to be. Every good that you've done is being returned to you karmically with the Justice card. Karma's on your side. Luck is on your side. Look at all this abundance, joy, okay? Because you instinctually made a decision, you got some kind of download, your intuition was really strong. You instinctively made a decision that this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel good. This is not in alignment with my morals, values, and integrity. This isn't adding to my life. This isn't bringing balance and fairness into my life. This is making me feel worse. This is all about your value and your worth and feeling deserving, feeling good enough. Okay, that's what this is. Where is my monology? Tell me about this Knight of Swords. I'm still curious. I'm going to use this other deck here because I'm still very curious about this King of Wands. Feels like it's going to be really hot today. Tell me about this Knight of Swords for Aquarius, please. Okay, hold on. Before we go to the Knight of Swords spirit, I want one more on this because this energy right here could be somebody out in the cold wanting to make something right with you. Um, tell me about the Five of Pentacles with the Justice. That was fast. We have here, you put a lot into this, it feels like, and you didn't really get that much in return. Okay, you invested a lot of time, energy, and effort into this dead end, barren situation, right? And now it's an easy decision, it's an easy choice. Even though I feel like the Eight of Cups sometimes represents, you're seeking more. It's not growing. It's just stuck. You're seeking more out of life. Even though this can be a card of, you invested a lot emotionally and you invested a lot physically, and it can be a difficult to leave it behind. I'm not I feel like this person made it is making it easy, has made it easy, okay? Has made it easy for you to close this cycle out. Because there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Knight of Swords. There's nothing here. We've done all that you could. Now you're releasing it. You tried. You tried, but it didn't pan out. So you learned a lesson with Saturn here, the world, and now you're moving on to 9, 10 of Cups. Letting go. Knight of Swords or Wands. Knight of Swords. This could have been like I said, you were living with this person. There could have been a commitment here. It could have been a marriage for some of you guys. Not everybody, okay? But this is what you wanted: stability, security, union, partnership, right? But it feels like with this Knight of Swords, it feels like it's almost impossible to communicate. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like talking to a wall. It's like talking to a wall. Okay? Yeah, stuck. It's stuck. Somebody just has a limited, outdated belief system and mindset. I'm getting somebody here lashes out. They don't have, with the Four of Cups here, I'm getting an emotionally unavailable person. Okay, that is, I'm getting here with this Knight of Swords. It feels like somebody here is seeing that, first of all, they can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about the situation. It's like, now I see the cup. They're too late. They're seeing a different perspective, this person, and now they want to rush in for union with you. This person that you don't have to fight and argue and convince somebody to give to you the bare minimum, or to put in effort here with the Five of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, right? Yeah, it feels like I can't stop thinking about them. I'm gonna miss out on this. I'm gonna miss out on this opportunity here. I'm gonna miss out on this opportunity here. So now they want to rush in and try to stop you. What is this? Now they're seeing the cup because of the Hangman. I'm seeing something. I'm getting enlightenment. I'm getting an epiphany, an aha moment. The Tower. Could that what that be? Is the Tower? Somebody's getting an epiphany, an aha moment. So now they want to have the liquid courage, have the confidence here to take a leap of faith. Oh my God, to keep you on this round and round. Oh no, tell me about this. They're seeing the cup now. This is somebody here that wasn't open or available. Tell me about this. I'm also getting somebody here that was very much unhappy, unsatisfied, bored, discontent, stuck in a situation. This could be you or somebody in your energy, stuck, feeling like they're trapped and stuck, but it's like they're not, because they're going to get some kind of communication or something that you would say, or that they're going to see from a different perspective here and break free. Tell me about, oh, I'm also getting you're tired of overthinking and not receiving what you deserve in a situation. You're breaking free. Four of Cups. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Somebody's seeing you now, seeing your cup, seeing your offer for what it is. Beautiful, angelic, loving. This is somebody here that may be in a love drought. You gave somebody your cup, and they didn't take it, because the Queen of Cups is walking towards this Four of Cups. You're the cup sent from God. And this person didn't see it, missed the whole point. Clarify the Queen of Cups with this Four of Cups. And that's why you're walking away. Clarify this Queen of Cups, please. There's the look. This is a spiritual connection. Okay, with the Hermit and the Hierophant, Taurus, Virgo there. That could be significant for you. But it's like now this person is seeing it after a period of, they could be watching you, gaining some wisdom, learning some spiritual lessons here, okay, regarding the situation. It feels like what you were offering them was devotion and loyalty and commitment with the Hierophant. And I'm getting here, you're a guide for somebody. You're a leader. You're a beacon for others. There's two cards of guide: spiritual leaders, spiritual teachers, and guides. Okay, that's you. That's your energy. And again, this is a divine connection that was sent to somebody here that they fumbled big time. Okay, and now you're like walking. You learn from this. You're walking by faith. Here's what I'm getting. There's clarity, intuition, truth, revelation here. This is beautiful. It's like you are being guided here towards higher level of connection, divine connection. and higher level commitment. It feels like with the Hermit card, I feel like this is somebody's watching you, looking at you, seeing, seeing the sacred in you. Sacred feminine is what I'm getting with the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. And now they want to rush in. Now they want to rush in. They want union with you, Four of Wands. They want to communicate. They want to talk. They're seeing things from a different perspective. Ace of Swords. There's a breakthrough. High Priestess in the page of, and the page. Yeah, you ended something. Death card. Three of Swords. Queen of Swords. Pulled back your energy. Okay, and when you did that, somebody became highly obsessive. And seeing the cup for what it is. Okay, so we're still here. Feels like you're breaking free and someone's going through a wake-up call. Please clarify this King of Wands. You're breaking free and they're getting a wake-up call. Tell me about this King of Wands for Aquarius, please, Spirit. This flies on my nerves. Clarify this King of Wands. Yep. So this is somebody you're turning your back on. This is somebody you're turning your back on. There's a lot of insane chemistry. There's a lot of passion. Yeah, with the Tower and you here, with the Tower and the Three of Wands there, you're turning your back on this person. You got clarity. This is a karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, learning the lessons, letting go and loving you. This person can't let you go. They let you go and keep coming back. Okay? Because the passion, chemistry, you have a lot of fun with this person. You like each other equally. Insane chemistry. They're going to chase you. They're not going to let you go without a fight, it's looking like. But you're off to, you're off to a new beginning. New beginning, new cycle. You're beginning a new cycle. This person was manipulative. They did put you in. Yes, there's a lesson here. It's very karmic. I felt that with the Justice and the Lovers here. Okay. I'm getting here. This person really breadcrumbed you. Really did. And because the passion was the chemistry, the passion was so intense, there is a soul connection, a past life thing here, right? But you are so sacred and you're so divinely protected and guided here with this Queen of Cups, Hermit, and the Hierophant that it feels like the manipulation spell was broken. You've empowered yourself. This person here wears a mask. Yeah, oh my God, Aquarius, holy. Self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship. When they do want you, they chase you, they love bomb you. They pretend, they gaslight you. You know what, this right here, Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords is gaslighting energy. Okay? It's talking to a wall. This person doesn't see themselves. It's gaslighting energy. Getting what this meant to be, you are this whole situation, look at the bigger picture, was always meant to happen this way, okay? Because you were supposed to learn something so you can lead others as well into recognizing the red flags and the signs and to find their worth, okay? With you being the leader, you going first. You go first. The universe said you master this and then lead others out of these kinds of dynamics and situations as well. So when somebody comes in and makes you feel, loved and special and seen and It's hard for you to want, like, man, you were there too when I was falling in love. You were there too. We did these things, could together, right? We've merged. The things, how I feel, how we feel when we're together. It doesn't make sense to me how when we're not, things are in the same physical, in the same room, in the same place. When you're out in your life and I'm out in my life, how you treat me, it doesn't match how it is when we are together. That's gaslighting. That's somebody making you feel like there's hope and there's potential and there's possibilities and that they care about you, that they love you, or based on how they look at you or how they make you feel, the things that they say, how it is when you are together. And then again, confusing two of pentacles, right? Confusing you, making you feel like there's a possibility of a future and things like that. And but then they ghost you, they neglect you, they ignore you, they barely reach out to you. That's gaslighting. Making you feel crazy for what you felt, for what you experienced when you were in union. Okay? So the time is now for this divine intervention, for you to be extracted and removed from this chaos. So because you're meant to have peace in your life and experience abundance, and you're about to experience a shit ton of abundance now that you cleared energy. Tell me more about this King of Wands. House of Cards come crumbling down. I heard this person's House of Cards is coming crumbling down. This person here, they're trying to be strategic. They took a gamble. They tried to play games with you, but they don't understand that Aquarius is a mass chess player, winner, champion of the world. Okay, but this person here doesn't show their cards. They made you as an option. They lost. They gambled you and lost. Okay? Is what I'm getting. They took a gamble and lost. This person here, they think that they're strategic, but they're not more strategic than you are. You're an Aquarius. People don't understand. Okay, people constantly underestimate us. They take our kindness for weakness. Can I have one more on this King of Wands? Just for funsies and for shits and giggles. So, oh my God. So, okay. So what I'm getting here is, yeah, they try to treat you like the others. They try to play in your energy, right? But you're not like the others, okay? Which means this player, you are the glitch in this player's game, in this player's lifestyle, in this player's mindset and way of thinking, okay? Because experiencing you, it feels like the Cupid's arrow hit this narc, okay? Experiencing you changed their life, changed the game, the undoing, the unraveling, okay? Because it feels like you have the key to this person's heart. It feels like you have the key to this person's heart. That's why they can't, again, I'm getting somebody agitated, restless, anxious. It's like this. It's like as much as they try to deny what they feel, and play games in your energy, it feels like this person is more affected than you about this whole thing than they let on, or you're worth more to them than they let on. Okay? It's like this. It's like this person is triggered and bothered. And they wouldn't be so triggered and bothered if they didn't have feelings, okay? Real feelings that they try to push away, that they played with, that they hesitate. It's like this person was just really immature and not very giving, okay? Have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting and hesitation. And chaser, they haven't experienced passion like this before or a love like this before. So yeah, it shook them to their core. Their normal natural games doesn't work with you. Okay. Yeah, insatiable. It's a craving, a longing, a yearning, an addiction. So same energy that we've been talking about. But you're very unbothered watching the clouds. Please tell me about this person. It's like they met the one and lost it. They gambled you. They played a game with you and lost. They played themselves out of your life. Clarify this, King of Wands. And that's the tower moment. You're the glitch. You're the tower moment in this person's whole way of being, their player ways, their, their game playing. Hand of cards. There's a deck of cards. There's a player. You are the glitch in this player's normal tactics, their conquering ways. It doesn't work with you. Foolish. I'm not gonna make this stuff up, family. Yeah, they feel like a fool for crossing the line and messing up the connection, but too embarrassed to come forward. Yeah, you slipped away. You slipped away. Separation there. Okay? So they play themselves out of a really beautiful, innocent, pure intentioned person, pure heart. Your innocence and kind heart makes them love you. Okay, that's this Queen of Cups energy. You're sacred. You're the sacred feminine, sacred masculine. Okay, and they thought they could treat you like you're a regular. Okay, that's what they thought. Can I have one of this King of Wands first? Show me this King of Wands energy here towards Aquarius. What's going on? Lack of faith. So they're losing faith. They're losing faith now, because you're not putting up with it. You're not putting up with it. Leaving you out in the cold has been one of their biggest regrets, which has made them lose hope and faith in the situation. So they might just give up. Yeah, look, their player lifestyle that once defined everything they did stopped looking enticing ever since they met you. Yeah, you were the glitch in this person's player ways. They're super guarded. Okay, super guarded. So they self-sabotaged. They fumbled. They messed up. You make them putty in your hands. You make them nervous. You're different. They try to treat you like you're a regular, but you're not. You're the star, right? You're the empress, okay? Emperor, if you're the masculine. You make them putty in your hands. They know their old conquering ways. I told you, their old conquering ways will not work with you. So you're challenging this person. You're challenging this player here to grow, ascend, evolve, step up, to rise, to meet you, or see you later, alligator. Let me get or see you never, crocodile. So corny. Here we go. We have Cupid, doing Cupid things. Okay, and there's the abundance. This is what you're just focused on. This is what you're enjoying in your life. Infinite abundance there. Keep the positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. This reading was supposed to be quick. I can't even manage to do that. Have a quick reading. I guess I'm not meant to. I tried though. Yeah. So this energy here is learning some karmic lessons right now. Okay. They feel foolish for letting you slip away. They gambled and lost. They thought they could treat you regular, like you're a regular. What is a message for Aquarius? You're at the end of this cycle. Rest right now. Rest and relax, okay? Lie back, rest. Yeah, you are. Spirit said this all happened exactly, meant to be exactly how it's supposed to. Full moon in Sagittarius is still very much prominent, and we're still in this energy. We just had this full moon, seeing the bigger picture of the situation, okay? That's very, and being positive. That's very much Sagittarius energy. You are coming out of your comfort zone right now, taking steps, okay, towards a new, again, you're a beacon for others, you're a leader. So you're meant to go first. This is you're in your north node. So look up your north node, what it is, and that's what you're meant to strengthen in this lifetime. So you're leaving the south node behind, old ways. You're turning the page in the Akashic records and inputting new information. Okay? I love this energy. Let's get you a message from Archangel Michael. Before we do that, can you please tell me what this person real quick wants to say? I'm just curious. What does this player want us? This King of Wands. One of us is sad and angry. It's not you. It's them. So you guys still have an energetic cord, telepathy with this person. So you could be, if you're feeling uncomfortable, feeling off, it's because you're feeling this person's energy. Do a cord cutting if you want, or a soul retrieval to call your energy back, or I call my power back to me mantra. One of us is sad or angry, and it's creating an energetic match in frequency with the other. Stay conscious of this, and if possible, try to help elevate it. What else? This person is struggling with codependency, so they could be a drinker or a smoker. Okay, this person is holding a cocktail. I'm afraid to let go of my old coping mechanisms, so they're trying to cope. Yeah, so this person sabotaged because of their wounded inner child. So that's why Spirit wants you to forgive, accept them where they are on their path with compassion and love. Spirit wants you to, practice empathy and bless them and send them love and healing energy, because it's this person's wounded inner. This is what you mirror. You were a mirror to this person. You trigger this person. You shine a light to this person's stuff. My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way I needed them to. So this person's emotional needs were not met as a child, so they don't know how to meet yours or even their own, okay? I am reacting from that wound. So that's why this person's childish. They haven't healed their inner child. So this person has a ways to go. They definitely learned a huge lesson from you. They want you to reach out to them. Please contact me. I may not respond, but you're not playing this game with this person. I may not respond. What? No, you deserve a response. This person didn't deem you worthy of a response when you did try to communicate or reach out. I may not respond, but knowing you care opens my heart. You're going to have to use something else to open your heart. I want to know everything about you, but I hold back from asking. This person doesn't want to get in too deep, but you are deep, because I'm afraid I'll get in too deep. You're a deep person. If this person doesn't want to go deep with you and be vulnerable and connect with you, genuine, deep connection, then this isn't for you, right? Then they're not for you, because you want to get to know somebody on a deeper level. You don't want surface level BS. I'm praying you'll come back after everything that's happened between us. I worry that you won't forgive me and allow me another chance. Exactly. But this person, you still feel each other's energy. And if you don't want that, okay, do the spiritual work, the cleansing, the purification, the aura cleanse meditations, the Archangel Michael cord cutting meditations to, so that you don't feel this person's energy anymore, okay? If you really want to free yourself from this connection and break free and start over and have a new cycle, okay? But exactly what tends to happen when somebody fumbles in Aquarius is exactly what's happening with this person. Okay, so it's like Aquarius has a way of staying in your life for the rest of your life without being in your life until you forgive yourself, and you work through the things that was mirrored to you, that was triggered, that you need to heal, and so you can let go and move on forward with your life. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. God bless you. Namaste. Much love.